Okay, here's a thought and an update. So, YouTube on December 10th are going to start getting rid of channels that aren't commercially viable. So that means any channel that is not monetized tomorrow are probably going to be deleted. So this channel tomorrow will probably be deleted. What's up, Jay McCausey? But let me start again. So I thought YouTube has a new policy that if channels are not commercially viable, which means non monetized, that come December 10th, they are, I'm not going to delete it, but they will start deleting channels that are not monetized or not commercially viable. So before then, I wanted to put out a thought about the Tupac case. And I know it's not going to be a popular opinion among people, but I was speaking with my wife about the Tupac case, and she asked, what were you trying to convey basically to the crowd when it comes to the murder of Tupac Shakur? And I told her that I always took the Socratic method of asking why. And we got into the conversation about why Tupac was killed. And there's a lot of reasons into that, but I guess the best thing that I can say to people when it comes to a summary of what I think happened to Tupac Shakur is that there were police that were involved in the killing of Tupac Shakur. And I was telling her, you know, the uh, the majority of people believe that he was killed by Orlando Anderson. And I said, why? I said, why? Why was he killed by Tupac? Why was Tupac killed by Orlando Anderson? I'm trying to get this out, guys. I'm trying to get this thought process out through my head. And obviously, the answer is the beatdown and gang violence and this and that. And my question to her was, well, why wouldn't Tupac have been killed by police officers? Why wouldn't that happen? I mean, why in the United States of America, why on earth, how dare I say that Tupac might have been killed by a police officer? I mean, how dare I? How dare I say a black man in the United States of America would be killed by a member of law enforcement? How dare I? How double dog dare I think that in this day and age, that a black man would be killed indiscriminately by a police officer? So the same people that think that it's impossible, how dare you, Jmix? How dare you say that police were involved in the murder of Tupac Shakur? I mean, why would a police officer want to kill a black man in the United States of America? It would almost have to be a gangbanger, right? It'd almost have to be another black man that killed a black man in the United States of America. How dare you, J-Max? How dare you say that the cops would have anything to do with the killing of a black man in the United States of America? So basically, what I'm, what I'm trying to say to you guys is a lot of people who will blame anything and everything, yeah, Kevin Gaines, on cops when it comes to black men in the United States of America. They're so quick to be like, listen, there's no way, J-Mix, that the police would have anything to do with killing a black man in the United States of America. Had to be. Had to be another black man. Had to be. How dare you say that that there was police malfeasance in the death of a black man? How dare you, Jmix? Fucking boomer. What are you thinking? What are you thinking, man? How dare you say it's not black on black violence? How dare you say that it's not another gang member that killed the most prolific rapper in United States history? How dare you say it was the cops? And you got your Great Catings out there, and they're like, you got your crispy white Great Catings out there. Like, check this out. It's a bunch of street dudes. I know it's a bunch of street dudes. Got your Keefy D's. Got your Orlando Andersons. They killed this guy. Sure did. I'm here to tell you what's right. I'm here to be your savior. And how dare you? How dare you, Jmix? How dare you say that a police officer could have killed a black man? There's no way. You're a conspiracy theorist, and you should take your conspiracy nonsense elsewhere. So, I guess the point of my whole videos, before they delete all non-monetized channels talking about YouTube, is how dare I come out and say that the police had anything to do with killing a black man in the United States of America? It didn't happen to Huey Newton. Nah, it didn't. Didn't happen to any Black Panthers. Didn't happen to Martin Luther King. Nah, no. How dare you? How dare you say that a white man killed a black leader? Couldn't happen. You're a conspiracy theorist. You're a conspiracy theorist, Jmix. That you think that a white cop in America could kill a black man. No, sir. It has to be a gangbanger. And we're gonna rely on another white cop to tell. And I'm really not trying to racialize it, but in today's day and age, like seriously, I almost have to. It's sarcasm. What I'm doing right now is sarcasm. It's like, no, it can't happen. We need another white cop, like Great Cating, tell us the truth. You know, a guy who didn't even know what Tupac was, didn't even know nothing about him, he's going to tell you. He's going to tell you the truth. And that truth is that the only person that could have killed Tupac was another black man. Couldn't have been the cops. No, sir. Don't believe it. How dare you say that was the police? How dare you? Had to have been another black man. So one love, everybody. That's my thoughts. It doesn't come across as good as I said it about 5 minutes ago, but it still makes sense. So for all you guys who are out here thinking that it's a conspiracy, I'm a conspiracy theorist. You have a former cop that most of you don't support the police, but you got someone out here telling you a lullaby. And you look at me and you're like, Jmix, damn it. How dare you say that the police would have anything to do with the killing of a black man? Like, this is the mentality. This is why I kind of went away. It's like, this is the mentality. Like, it absolutely has to be a gangbanger. It has to be another black man. Can't be a white man. Can't be a cop. No, sir. Rest in peace, Russell Poole. That's true. I just watched part of City of Lies, I guess. Not in Italian. But yeah, Russell Poole did try to expose the LAPD. But I guess if you could take away anything from anything I've ever said, is there is police involvement. I've always stuck by that. And I always will. But how dare I? How dare I go in front of an audience of Tupac fans and say that the police had anything to do with it. I mean, you guys got a police officer right now saying no, police couldn't have done anything like that. How dare you say that, conspiracy theorist, nutcase? Let me tell you how about some other black guys totally took this guy out. It wasn't us at all. It wasn't the police. Nah, we wouldn't do that. I love you guys. And I appreciate your viewers and all the viewership on here. But they're going to delete this shit come December 10th. Look up YouTube's new policies and standards when it comes to non-monetized channels. JM Kazi wants to know. I think Kevin Gaines was involved. I will say that I will put him in the car. I do think that he was in the car. Do I think that Little Half Dead shot Tupac? Nope. But this is nothing new. It's no shot against RJ. Do I think he knew about it? Probably. I think Daz and everybody else knew about it. I think a lot of DPG knew about it. I think there was a definite rift. But I think when it come down to it, the same cops running interference for cocaine distribution with Death Row Records, I think those same cops were in Vegas. I don't think that's a stretch. But people that will blame Tamar Rice on police officers or Michael Brown on police officers, racist white police officers, they are the same people that'll tell me that I'm just a conspiracy theorist because I think the same thing might have happened to Tupac. That it's just not possible. It's just not possible for the police to be involved with killing Tupac Shakur. And these same police officers that are writing books and putting out movies to protect the LAPD are telling you, nah, man, it's just gang violence. And you guys eat that shit up. You just eat it up. You're like, yeah, lead the way, Greg Kading. Lead the way. I'm not mad at Greg Kading. I mean, all good for him, I guess. But the same people that are mad at the same police that kill the same black men in the streets are looking to the same police to give them the answers to a case that's been unsolved. And you've got, just like Connoisseur said, you've got David Kenner, you've got your Reggies, you got your Shugs. And I don't think Shug did it. I think Shug kind of was I don't think Shug's very smart. Let me say that. I've heard the Nick Cannon diss track against Eminem, and I hear the jail call, and I'm like, I started that. But anyway, I heard that call, and I just don't think he's very smart. It's not a smart move for Shug to side with Nick Cannon over Eminem, and I know that seems trivial, but I just don't think that he knows what moves he's making. I think that there were real police officers, including Death Row Security, pushing his buttons and maybe goading him along the way. I actually really do believe that Shug is not the mastermind that people think he was, and I think that he was shot at that night too. But when I say to people, hey, maybe it was the police, the same people that blame the police for everything else are like, nah, motherfucker, you're wrong. Police couldn't have had nothing to do with that. Come on. That's the irony and the hypocrisy here. So if you ever take anything away from anything I've ever said, is I think police had something to do with it. And yet I have police officers, and I have known convicted felons, and I have known gangsters coming out and going, no, you're just a conspiracy theorist. The police had never harmed a black man. How fucking dare you say that? It was another black man. Damn it. It was gang related. Obviously Tupac was a gangbanger. And obviously this other guy was a gangbanger. And he shot him for no reason. How dare you say it was the police? Even though police were there. Even though they were there, even though maybe they were on desk duty and they were supposed to be in Los Angeles, but they appeared in Vegas. How dare you say that? How dare you blame the police, Jmix? Who are you? We've got Greg Kading over here. He's a cop. He's going to tell us the truth. Look at him in his bright blue eyes. Come on, guys. Come on. X-Con, what's up, dude? X-Con was the best rappers that I've heard from the second generation Outlaws, like straight up. But, like, come on, guys. Really? Is that where we're at now? Is that where we're at? Nah, man. Nah, dude, you're wrong. It couldn't have been the police. Couldn't have been. Had to have been another black man. Killed Tupac. Take it from the white guy. Take it from the Greg Kadings of the world. Take it from the convicted felons of the world. We know better. How dare you? Dare you say it? So if this is my last upload, I'm a little tipsy. I just think it's funny. Not that Tupac died. Don't get me wrong. I don't think that's funny. I just think it's funny, the attitude. That you got someone coming out here, and it's not about me, but they're like, hey, maybe there was some police involvement. And they're like, nah, you're a conspiracy theorist. Listen to Mob James. He'll tell you the truth. His fucking name is Mob James. He's a credible guy. Listen to Mob James. Listen to me. I was only a cop, but dealing weed. And listen to my dad. Listen to Suge Knight. Like, he's a good guy. He never extorted anybody. He never hung anybody over a balcony and asked them for half of their fucking music catalog. These are good guys. How dare you accuse them of malfeasance? How double dog dare you accuse a police officer of being involved with the killing of a black man? Listen to this white cop over here. He's going to tell you the truth. I mean, come on. That's my stance. That's why I shut the fuck up. Really. I mean, I put out a video earlier and I kind of dissed and dinged Reggie for where he is and where he's at. But whatever. It's not really about that. It's not about malice or hate. It's just about the irony. The irony is that if you got somebody coming out and saying, hey, I think police were involved with this, that law enforcement was, and you got street dudes and felons and ex-cops going, nah, couldn't have been us. Don't know what you're talking about. And people believe it, well, that's your road to take. God bless you guys. One love, everybody. If they delete this channel, I'll see you on the main one because it's